Hello my friend, I hope you are having a wonderful time, and here I am with another video. And on this video will give you a basic idea how you can make a flame. You can make a flame for a seat, for a backrest, for door panel, for a headliner, etc, etc. So I will give you a basic idea how you can draw, glue it, and sewing. This is the material that I'm going to use, that is canvas. This is the vinyl that will be on top. This is a quarter of an inch headliner, and this is a quarter of an inch thickness cloth sulfone. This flame can be for a seat or for a backrest. Why? Because I'm going to add a headliner as a pattern. On top of that will be the flame. Sometimes when you draw or make a flame on the door panel, you don't add a headliner. You just glue that flame to the solid surface. And you can see them right there. You have to know the dimension before you're going to start drawing the flame. How big that insert or that seat will be. And based on that, you will start drawing, cutting the flame. So that cloth sulfone, I square and then I start a measurement that side, not exactly, but just to give you an idea. On that, I will start drawing the flame. Sometimes the customer give you a picture or give you a pattern. When they give you a picture, you have to draw the flame. If they give you a pattern, you just copy that pattern. There are a lot of flame style. A lot. This is a basic thing that I just showing you right now. I start drawing and you can see it. I use a pencil and I start a little by little. And later on, I will use a marker just to correct some mistake or something that I don't like it. And you can see it right there. Flame not necessarily has to be equal on the left, the flame on the left and the flame on the right. No, not necessary. Now I am using a marker and I am correcting certain things that I don't like it on that flame. And there it is. So what are you gonna do now? You have to cut it. If you glue it onto the headliner, it will be harder to cut it. You can use a utility knife or you can use a razor blade. Just make sure to cut it exactly on top of that mark. And you will cut it all those things. So as you can see, I draw that flame and I already cut it. So now I'm going to glue into this on top of this headliner. It is not that big, it is small. I'm just going to put glue. Just make sure to put enough glue, because you don't want to that part unglue it later. Put enough glue, let it dry. And I glue it. Now laying down, and I have to correct something, I will. You can sand it, that edge right there. A lot of people just leave it like that, but I don't like it. You can do it by hand. I will use a power tool because it is easier and faster. I am sanding. I want to eliminate completely that edge right there. Completely. And I used a glue gun just to remove those remaining foam. And then I put glue. I put glue just enough to hold the material. Remember, I'm going to stitch those flames. It will take time because I have to follow that shape. And I put a little glue on top, just a little bit. And then I will put glue right here on the vinyl. You can make the flame out of the fabric or out of leather. If you're going to make out of leather, leather is more thickness and require more patience. I am going to divide that piece, just put a mark, and I recommend you to do the same. Never cut the material that is going to be on top exactly, give it a little bit extra, then later on at the end I will cut it exactly the measurement that I want. Now, right now it's extra on 4 sides, and I put the material and I start gluing that part. I will use this come on the BMW C3 convertible top. But if you don't have something like this, you can use a teaspoon for the back. Something that is not sharp, because you have to create pressure. If it is sharp, you might end in cutting that vinyl or scratching that vinyl. And you don't want that to happen. Why? Because you have to redo it. And that is time. Time is money. And you can see I use my finger and I start gluing that part. Little by little. This is patient. If this part doesn't come out right, it will ruin the whole thing. And there you can see. It looks cool, huh? It's impressive how easy things change completely how it look. Look, it's just half done right now. I'm going to do the other half. It's the same thing. Create pressure around that edge. If you see something is not like it's on the air, don't worry. Remember, you will put a stitch around. The thing is, when you are not going to sewing, there you have to take time, because any little bubble will be so notable. Customer might say something about it. Even customer might not accept the job. If they don't accept it, you have to redo it. And that is done. You can apply hot air right now, or you can do it at the end. I prefer do it at the end. I will use a silver ink marker to draw a line. That ink you can clean it with a heavy duty degreaser, gasoline, or hot water, and it will come out. This is special for vinyl or leather. And I am drawing exactly around there. On top of that mark, I will put a stitch. It is necessary to draw to make that line. If you are learning, I recommend you to do it. I am just drawing there, that way you can see it. But for me, it is not necessary. Why? Because I'm going to use a special foot press that it will guide me to sewing exactly around that flame. And there is. I will take this to the sewing machine and I will start sewing. I give you a close look right there. It is just something simple. Something simple. It doesn't have glue. Only that section right there. I will use a left foot presser, or presser foot. A lot of people they use the right. I'm going to use the left. If you see somebody using the right, that doesn't mean that person is wrong or I am wrong. It's just about style. That's all. Style, technique. He grew up doing that way and I grew up doing this way, so it's just about style. And I am changing that and I am tidy. So after you see me replacing that presser foot, going to start sewing. How fast are you going to sew? Well, depends how much experience do you have. Just go slow. Remember, those are not a straight line. You have to have absolutely control of your sewing machine when you are doing this. If you are new using the sewing machine, I recommend you to practice a lot before you start doing something like this. A lot. One little mistake right here in a real job, you will have to redo it. Imagine drawing a flame, cutting, gluing the vinyl. That will take time. I always say, when you're wasting time, you are wasting money. I always say that because that's how it is. Time means money. And I am sewing slowly around that shape. This is just an example. This example is just for this video. I remember a long time ago, I think it was on the 2001 or 2002, a customer wanted a flame on the headliner. That piece or that headliner was like 52 inches by 90 something inches. Imagine, that was a huge piece. And he wanted that headliner on one piece. I draw that flame, not a problem. Drawing and gluing, not a problem. The thing was right here when I was sewing those flames. It took time, but I did it. Those flames come out good at the end, but require patience, require experience. But don't worry if you don't have experience. Don't worry, just practice it. Practice it, practice it. At the end, you will get it. That customer was so happy at the end because the eyeliner looked beautiful. This is almost done. The sewing process is almost done. You saw the whole process, my friend. Some people just show you a little bit and they show you the end. They don't show you the whole process. And there it is. Next, I'm going to take it to the table. Sometimes I put glue right here, sometimes I don't. All depends. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here, just enough to hold that material in there. I don't want that edge to expose through the vinyl. If you can see it right now, but when that piece is stretched, that will be disappear. So now I'm going to glue this material. In case if when you are gluing, you see any like mark, you can put a hot water or you can put a steamer and that will disappear. You see I put some staple in the corner, white staple. Remember that I mentioned before that that piece was big, and then I will cut it the right side. So that's what I'm doing right now. I put a staple on the corner, I stretch it, and now I am measuring and cutting that piece with 1/2 inch extra all around. Why 1/2 inch extra all around? Well, because that will be for the seam allowance. And there is. If you have a long time working on this tray, you know this is basic. But if you are new on this tray, you maybe you don't know how to approach, you don't know how to start. And on this video I give you that idea. The purpose of my video it is showing you, giving you an idea how you can do certain things related to upholstery. That is the purpose of all my videos. If you wonder how the back look, I just showing you in there how the back look, and you can see it right there. Alright, my friend, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Any comment, leave it in the comment section on this video, and stay tuned for more videos. Remember, my name is Mario Ernesto and I upload videos related to upholstery so often. So in case if you are watching this video and you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell. When you click the bell, any video that I upload, you will receive a notification that I upload a new content. So thank you and see you in the next video.